she's in the second episode, and you enter in a very interesting way. Would you like to explain how we're introduced to your character?
I do. This has been like a hot topic, obviously, because I came in very quickly and flew in, and the next morning I was shooting, and we had a meeting basically on the character, my first scene, which was, the first question was, do you sing? And I was like, in public? Because, not like anyone else on this panel. Okay, why? Yes. That's right. One of the people on that side. And then they asked me if I sing in Korean. So you guys are going to see me sing and sing in Korean. So anybody that's Korean here, I really apologize. Straight up. But anybody who's not, enjoy if you can.
Your character page is undercover. You're singing you're doing karaoke.
I'm doing karaoke, yes. That's probably the key thing to say. It's karaoke, so it's meant to be that.
Yeah. What are your karaoke songs? I mean, Aaron, let's start with you. What's your karaoke song?
It's funny, I don't do a lot of karaoke. It's like, you'd think I would, but it's always, I always feel self-conscious when I'm at a karaoke place for some reason. Yeah, no, it's like the opposite. No, it's like the opposite of what you think. Like, but the times I have to do it, the go-to is like Jesse's Girl.
Yes.
Because then I feel like I can like disappear into Rick Springfield.
Yeah. Does anyone else have a karaoke song? One that's like their go-to? No? No. Come on, you guys are lying. Yeah. Oh, really? Yes.
Yeah.
Love.
That's a good one.
Oh, love.
And you, sir?
Oh, God. Toxic by Britney Spears. or Shoop or What a Man by... So you guys, you play characters, you play FBI agents, DE agents, customs agents who all live together in a house. And I'm wondering, if you all did actually live together, like you as actors, who would be like the house mother? Like who's the most responsible? Vanessa. Interesting. That kind of surprised me. I feel like you seem like you'd have some fun.
She got fun. She had fun, Mom.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm kind of square.
Are you really?
A little bit. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
it looks to deceive me.
Yeah.
Pretty square.
So who would you be keeping in line? Like who's the party animal?
I can't blow up anybody.
That's smart. She's nowhere else.
Sell out my pants.
So did you guys like go to like DEA boot camp for this, or like FBI boot camp? Like what was the training like for these roles?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got like, standard gun training.
Okay.
We learned how to like clear houses.
Okay.
We worked with the Miami-Dade SWAT team. They were also, as the season progresses, you'll see in the background people who are like dressed as the FBI SWAT TAC teams. That's real Miami-Dade SWAT men and women.
Which was awesome too, because we had this amazing resource on set with us. Anytime we had a question, we could go to these guys and say, is this the right way to do it? Because the one thing that they did tell us is that when they watch cop shows, they can tell immediately if the people don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so we tried to make it look as authentic as possible as we were going. But it was great to have them on set with us.
Who's the best cop out of all of you? Who's doing the best so far?
Tatura.
Yeah.
Anything seriously? No.
I heard you're the best server though.
Yeah, sure.
You're an actual. No one else actually serves?
Huh?
No one else on this panel is serves? Oh, you do.
You
That's
do?
well said. Oh, come on, we've had this conversation. But it's always the same answer.
All right, so we're taking questions all night long from people on Twitter. So tweet us at Graceland #GracelandTV. I'm going to ask the first question is from Chris Serico, and this is sort of musical, going back to the musical question. Aaron, obviously you were in Les Miserables, and Daniel, you were just recently on Smash. Can we expect a Graceland musical episode?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't. I mean, it's really funny, but I honestly don't think the two go together. Like for me. But no, I don't know. You know what? I've always liked that it's been separate for me personally, and I think that Mike Warren, the FBI agent, can do many, many things. He cannot sing. So if there was ever a musical episode, Mike would sing terribly.
Okay.
So.
Daniel, do you think?
Maybe season 8. When the writers run out of ideas, we might just have to go there.
Heroin. Yeah.
That's jazzy.
Yeah.
Right for the whole family.
So we have, we're getting a question from Sarah De Silva. This is from London, actually. London. She wants to know. She wants to know. Do you all partake in any pranks on the set? What's been the funniest moment during filming?
We haven't really played a lot of jokes on one another. I mean, I think we enjoy each other's company, but I can't really remember a practical joke that was...
Nothing like planned.
Yeah.
Only one that stands out is you two at the last scene. What? You know what I'm talking about. She was all bloody.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was like the only plant thing. No, I mean, it's a loose set, but we just like joke all the time.
We have a lot of fun.
It's never, unfortunately, it's not like we planned it if we're all laughing at each other. It's usually just one
Well,
person
actually, the third episode 103, which will be the fourth episode, we have this. We basically have sauce night in the house where Vanessa, her character Charlie, cooks sauce, and we all eat around sauce, and it's great. But anyway, we have a very fun working relationship. There's a lot of ad-libbing, a lot of making fun of each other. But at one point, it was Vanessa's coverage, and the camera's really on her, and she's looking at me. And she, in the middle of the scene, she's like, "Aaron, stop!" I was literally doing nothing but listening to her. And then for 5 takes, she couldn't do it. She was so mad at me. I wasn't doing anything. I was just listening.
I can't look at you. It just gets like that. Look, I'm blushing. It just gets like that. After a certain hour, a couple of takes, you just, can't focus.
I saw that episode where you're actually making your own sauce. Are you a good cook?
I am.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope I'm good. I
What's
cook
your
a lot,
specialty?
though. Oh God, I just love cooking. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this is I enjoy this question. Okay, so Paula _ Moz. The line of 6 agents, 1 house sounds a lot like the real world. Any chance there's a hot tub on the 2nd floor? That's coming from Michigan, where it's really cold.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
always a chance.
We're saying there's a chance.
I know, is the show, I mean, it sort of sets up, maybe there's potential, maybe romance between your guys' characters. I mean, I don't know, is there, and with Paige, I mean, you guys kind of seem like you maybe have romantic situations too? I don't know.
I think that they did a good job of putting some romantic tension-ish in the show, but I think they did an even better job of really focusing on the heart of the storytelling on Graceland. So I think it's less geared towards like who might hook up on the show, hate to disappoint, but and more geared towards the missions that we're on and the people we're trying to arrest, and the intrigue and stuff like that.
Yeah. And sort of to that regard, do you think, this is from Emily Lordich, who's attending the Boston screening in Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, hello, Emily. Hello, Emily Lordich.
It's so cool. People are like,
I know. So she wants to know, do you think working the show has made you more observant or better at reading people?
I think so. I have a little story. I think I've told once before. Right when we got back from working, I was on the subway here in New York. It was a very crowded subway, and sometimes you're kind of jammed in together close. And I literally thought that a guy was like he was reaching in his coat, and I just got that feeling in the back of my neck. Like I thought he was reaching for a gun, and I was literally standing there, and I kind of just went like this. So I had to stop myself, and I was like, "No, you're not an FBI agent." I had a gun on my head for 6 months, so I was like used to it. So you gotta be careful, man. Ours takes life sometimes.
Totally, yeah.
I was going to say that being on the show, the fact that we're like there's so many layers to the lies that are being told.
Yeah.
I think maybe, if anything, it maybe has made it harder to read people because it's hard for us to read one another as our characters and stuff. We weren't given any behavioral analysis training. Maybe we need that.
Well, I love sort of the covers you guys all have for your different characters and like sort of the details. Like I love that you say that your one of your aliases loves Tybo. And I'm just wondering, like, did you get to give your own ideas as to like, I think this character should be into French cooking, or like this guy likes the Macarena, or like, or is that all written? Do you guys get to offer any input?
I'm going to use Macarena next season.
Please do.
Ours is all written.
Yeah, it's all written.
I mean, I would say though that would you guys agree that Jeff and the writing staff were very open to our input in terms of like if we had ideas, they were very collaborative. It wasn't like you're going to say this and you're going to you know, you're gonna do that. But we don't think we have any suggestions for our covers.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So they had great ideas for us.
Yeah, that was pretty solid.
So, yeah.
So there's nothing to argue with, really?
Yeah, right, that sounds great.
This question, we're gonna go to DJ Tino 224. He wants to know. Stand up and ask the question.
Any kind of offset bonding activities like they do with sports teams to kind of build up the team?
We did some trust falls. No, I mean, we didn't do anything specific, but I think, yeah, from day one, we all really
Y'all
just
get along
right.
so that works.
And
we hang out.
And it's a rare thing, like Surrender had a game night, we went out, I mean, we just had fun.
Yeah, we like hanging out with
Yeah.
each other.
It's very obvious. Actually, I was actually, you guys were at Aaron's concert.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we like it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is also one of my favorite questions. This comes from Denise Nunez, 1H. Is she here? No? Okay. She wants to know if the zombie apocalypse happened, which one of your cast members would you want to fight alongside you? Yeah.
Like characters or real people?
Let's go. I think real people.
Like
Let's get real.
with guns or just fists?
I'll just step in because I play a lot of hours of zombies on Call of Duty.
Sure. I think I'm having a good spot.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. All right. No, wait, I want to know the answer to this question. Who would you
I want Vanessa. Vanessa be like, listen to me. Take another step. One break.
And then look at my face. Look at me.
I want Vanessa by my side.
I love that. I chose you too. All right, we're gonna go to MacPack 410. That's right. Well, MacPack, would you like to say what? Okay, the one I have is about funniest bloopers. Would you like to ask them?
Any funny bloopers?
Can you imagine there not being with this group of people all day, every day?
What's something?
It's just constant.
There was one that was very endearing. There's one that's very endearing in my memory. Aaron's parents visited the set one day, and Aaron is not, he doesn't forget his lines. It's actually kind of annoying because the rest of us are always throwing lines. He actually knows your lines as well. And just because he happened to know that his parents were sitting there at the monitor, he literally couldn't, it was something like, hey Briggs, what's up? And he just couldn't remember what it was, but he couldn't.
I'll take that again, I'll take it again. I like that, yeah.
But, I don't know. Other than that, any other funny
No, we
movies?
just have constant. I mean, we got a good blooper and gag reel once the hopefully DVD comes out.
Yeah.
You'll see. It's just funny. It's every day we mess up. Yeah.
And when Manny gets nervous, he passes gas.
TMI?
Well, sometimes, like, because we're all in different agencies, but sometimes we get confused. So,
This is true.
one time I had to come in and do an arrest, and I'm custom, so I kick at the door. FBI!
Sorry, I'm still distracted by the gas. I was,
Well, imagine how we feel.
thank God for that stage in front of thousands of people. Did you guys, what was your favorite part about playing Undercover Agent? Was it the skills you learned maybe? Was it maybe being able to learn to surf? What's been the best so far?
Well, for me, I mean, the favorite thing to be on this show just is that, you know, on most shows, you're just playing one person. You're playing one guy, you get used to it, it gets mundane. All of us got to do, what, at least 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I was a freaking valet, I was a shaman, to get that away. I was some other stuff, but it's fun, and I think we all got to do that.
Yeah.
For me, it was getting lost in the character, and sometimes when you go to a really dark place and you stay there for a while, it's kind of therapeutic for you, because you work out some of these issues. No, but you know, you come out and you're like, life is really great, you
Yeah.
know? It's really hard what these people do,
Yeah.
you know, undercover.
It's true, Vanessa's saying there can be something very cathartic about, you wouldn't want to go to the places that are as dark as the places that we go on the show in real life, but to do so within the safety of a make-believe world can kind of be pretty cool. My answer to the question is the fact it was kind of a mind twister, the fact that we are actors playing cops who act for a living.
Yeah.
And so there's kind of a Russian doll kind of quality to that was kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
And this is fascinating, this is based on a true story, there's a real Graceland.
Yes.
And so I'm assuming, is it still operational? Do we know?
No, stopped around. It was in 1992 to 2000.
Right, 11 around that time.
Yeah. We spoke to the guy who was the head of the real Graceland. It wasn't called Graceland, of course.
Yeah.
But it was a great source of information and research for us.
Did he say, were his housemates as attractive as you all?
He did not mention that. He did not comment.
Because you're a pretty good looking group.
Because obviously me coming in, I'd already, all been cast and everything like that. And the first time that my people showed me, like, this is the cast, and I was like, that is the prettiest group of people I've ever seen on television. This is insane. It was very lovely to see, but I was like, they're what? They're happy? I'll watch it, or I'll be on it, but I'll watch it.
No one wants to see other people's home crimes. And now on to this is one of my favorite questions also. This is Katie L. Ruark. Is she here? Would you like to say your question?
Okay,
Or here, there's a mic coming. Yeah. Right.
Oh, we're getting official now.
Alright, if there were a Graceland drinking game, what would the rules be?
Tough questions.
Oh.
That's really good.
You will take a lot of shots on the show.
Yeah, we do.
What would the rules be?
Every time. It's tough. Good question.
Wait, no, there's one thing that about halfway through the year I realized we said all the time. I can't think what it is. That doesn't really help your game. But no, oh man. Wait. Oh man, I don't know.
You're asking us to create rules to a game. Come on.
Every time you switch languages, take a sip.
Oh.
That's good. That's good. I like that.
Every time you switch languages, I like
All
that.
been drinking. It's I can't figure this out. Okay.
I like that, all right. Maybe every time you introduce a new rule of the house, like you can't bring guns on this floor, you can't drink.
That's what it
Yeah.
should be. Every time the rules are reiterated, you could have a drinking game and you get very drunk.
Or you can't say names.
Because people, they really tried to make sure I understood the rules. So you can drink to that.
Okay, let's see who else we have. All right, so Just Simply Sarah, she's watching in Boston. She asks, so the house that you film in, is that just a set or an actual house by the water?
Both.
The house in the back was a real house.
Yeah.
Beautiful, amazing.
$17 million.
Yeah.
It was like a summer home.
Yeah.
We're like, who lives like that? A $17 million weekend home.
If you guys are watching and one of the places, thank you.
We'll borrow it, never free. It would just cost too much money to do that, so they always duplicate, you know?
Yeah. And we built the same.
Yeah.
And they basically built an amazing version of that house, but even,
Which costs like $1 million.
even bigger and better
Yeah.
and more functional, which was great because the house was great, but it was hard to shoot in because some hallways were small.
Yeah.
So we have a house that's basically, each floor is one separate level of the stage and walls can move, and so they did an incredible job.
I would live in that.
Like it's honestly like IKEA, so you like walk around line and like you think a closet should be there, but it's a bathroom, and then upstairs and go to nowhere, and like it's amazing. Yeah. We should have a party there. And we'll have a drinking game figured out by then.
I know, rap party.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us.
Yeah, really?
We asked, yeah.
Matty Austin, this is coming from Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
All right.
Sorry, I'm
He wants to know what helps you. He wants to know what helps you guys get into character most.
I think we become our character. Like when you're on a show, it's not like a movie you do it for 2-3 months. We've been doing this for months. You actually kind of become the character. It just depends on the scene and what we're doing. You know, I'm just Charlie, like in the kitchen with my boys. It's just like what I kind of do.
Yeah.
But when I have to go to a different place, it depends on what, you know,
Yeah.
what I have to do to take me there.
I think they also did a really great job of casting in the sense that they got, this is actually, I'm stealing this answer from my co-star Aaron. All of the actors work similarly. They got a really great group of actors together that all kind of have a similar approach to the work. And one thing that helps me get in character and stay in character is when I look into the eyes of a scene partner, I can see complete presence. Complete openness, complete presence. They are listening there, and I think that everybody here is really good at being there for their scene partners.
I think the way they cast it, there's a certain essence that each of us has that is in our character as well. So, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
So we kind of just, when we all get together on set, we kind of just fall into
Instead of having each of us play characters,
Yeah.
we kind of just fall into the ease that we all.
that kind of essence that we already have.
Yeah.
So keep tweeting. We're still answering questions. Tweet at hashtag Graceland TV. But we have a question from Suzifer from Washington, D.C. Suzifer would like to know who would be your dream guest star to come on the show. You see, in episode like 4, I think Mia Kirshner comes on as a guest.
We've also got
Three,
the,
okay, three, yeah.
got Benga Kanabe from The Wire. Yeah, he's on here. Yeah. Benga's awesome. Benga was awesome.
Yeah, the first season, he was awesome, yeah.
I think he'll probably be, you guys will decide ultimately, but I think he'll probably be the audience's favorite villain or, darker character. Yeah. He's awesome.
Do you guys have anyone that you'd really love to see come on the show?
I'm fans of so many.
I know.
So many.
What about like a president or something, you know what I mean? Let's shoot big. I'll POTUS up there.
Prince Harry, I don't know. Party episode. That'd be cool.
Let's see, Michelle Wheeler from Charlotte, North Carolina. She would like to know each of the cast members describe their castmates in a word or short phrase.
Oh man.
Do we all pick
One
someone?
word?
Yes, one word, or just maybe short. I get, yeah.
I would say generous.
Okay, you're all okay.
Different.
Oh, God.
Okay, maybe just one word to describe the whole cast. Yeah.
Sincere.
Good, I'll take that.
I think grounded, down to earth. That's 4 words, but. Grounded.
Great.
That was Michelle Wheeler from Charlotte.
Sorry, Michelle. Sorry.
Totally messed that up.
Oh well. Okay, so XX, Katie, 11XX. That's I'm just saying. Does not sound kosher. Okay. She wants to know, were you guys allowed to keep anything from the set? If not, what do you wish you could have kept?
Kept from the
From
set?
the set, yeah.
Like in our personal life?
Sure. Yeah.
My room had like 3 surfboards and a bunch of stuff on the wall. And I surf, so I would love to take everything in my room.
Oh, we could take some.
They were super sweet, and when they decorated my room, I have a French bulldog named Buddha, and they took a big picture of Buddha and they blew it up and they put it over my bed. So when you see my room, that's actually my dog. And so every single time I walk in, I'm like, oh. So there's like little pictures of them all over my room. So I would just steal anything that has his face on it.
I took a lot of socks.
Back to the last area.
There's a great like vintage, really beat up, awesome. Basically everything in his room is awesome, but there's a great leather couch in Briggs's room that I would steal in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The house is amazing. I try to steal something every day. Not only do I try to steal for myself, I try to get stuff for the guys working the camera. I got the dollhouse. I call people. I'm like, yeah, you don't need that dollhouse. Hand it over to Mike. I take stuff every day.
I'm
Paintings.
just like dollhouses. That's different. Okay.
No, but I got it for his kid.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
really
situation.
nice, yeah.
But I just walk up on set like pulling shots. I'm like, yeah, you don't need that. You're not gonna come in. Taking stuff home. Yeah.
To piggyback off of Serinda's answer about her dog Buddha, who the whole cast loves, by the way, Briggs is a Tibetan Buddhist, and throughout the course of the season, at the first few episodes, he wears a couple different amulets. It took us a while to find the one that I thought was the right amulet, but the Buddha necklace that I wear for the most of the season, I got to take that home. That was kind of cool.
Very cool.
Special, yeah.
All right, well, you guys, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for coming out, and thank you all. USA at 10 p.m. So watch next week, Graceland.